What's up, guys? This is Omar from the Sabah Cartel, and I want to talk about grinding in video games. So this commentary is mainly going to be focused on Destiny, just because a lot of people just love to bash on Destiny because you have to quote-unquote grind a lot. But is grinding on Destiny really a thing, and is grinding really bad for video games? You know, I want to go really in-depth into this, okay? Now, let's talk about Destiny first, and then I'll give examples from other games. This is why I think that it's true, grinding in Destiny sometimes can get really annoying. For example, collecting 10 special materials for my exotic sword, and on top of all that, having to get 500 ability kills or 100 guardian kills in the Crucible only using my abilities. That's really grindy. I sort of felt like they went over the top in there when it came to that. But this is the grinding that I'm talking about. So in Destiny, to get better gear, you need to play strikes, obviously. So you can get better player versus environment rewards. The better the gear, the stronger you are. So obviously, the more you play strikes, the more likely you are to get better gear until you get to 290, and then you just do the raid over and over again until you get to level 300, and you're pretty powerful. I'm mainly just trying to put this in basic terms for people that just don't really play Destiny or have never played Destiny. But in other words, what I'm trying to say is that when you do that, you're actually being part of the game. You are actually working towards something in the game. In other words, you're quote-unquote grinding, but it's not really grinding because you're just playing the game how it's meant to be played. And that's kind of the game that Destiny is. You need to get better. So obviously the way to get better is by playing the game, by doing strikes, just over and over again, and by doing the raid over and over again. Now, this is where people just go wrong, and this is where people just, don't understand Destiny players, right? If I take out the grinding factor on Destiny, then it's not really going to be Destiny anymore. Why do I say that? This is why I say that. Because grinding in Destiny and getting better gear in Destiny requires me to have better gear. And the best way to get better gear is to do strikes. But, of course, doing strikes also means that I'm playing the game. So if I don't have to do strikes to get better gear, right, then what are strikes there for? Then strikes are just there to take up space. How am I supposed to play the game if there isn't something that I need to strive for? In other words, I need to get better gear, so obviously I'm going to grind for better gear in strikes. I'm going to waste like 3 hours straight, going after something. Now, some of you guys might be like, well, Destiny is still a huge waste of time. But is Destiny really a huge waste of time? Because other games have this grinding factor into them, but it is mainly just based on short intervals. See, Destiny is an adventure game. It's an RPG game and a first-person shooter. I do believe that Destiny is not for everyone. Some people like Destiny, some people just hate it, and that's completely cool. But guess what? Some people like Mortal Kombat and some people hate Mortal Kombat. I hate Mortal Kombat games because the fighting system, it's not as fluid as a Tekken game or a Marvel vs. Capcom game. I like that fighting system. Why? Because I can just press random buttons and do crazy combos, right? And in Mortal Kombat, I can't press random buttons and do crazy combos because, Mortal Kombat's fighting system requires a higher level set of skills. So, in other words, if I want to get better at Mortal Kombat, what do I have to do? I have to learn the tactics, and I have to keep fighting over and over again. In other words, I have to play the game. I have to grind to get better at that game. That's mainly the example that I'm trying to put with Destiny. So, like I said, Destiny is a game which involves kind of long-term grinding. But in a way, it's a good thing because that's what makes the game good. That's what the game is supposed to be. Without grinding, then Destiny really wouldn't be the game that it's known for today. Now, I did say that it is a long-term grinding game. Now, there are games that are short-term grinding that, of course, people don't consider the games as quote-unquote grindy because, they just do things over a short period of time. These games are games like Call of Duty, okay? And trust me, guys, I have played Call of Duty for a lot of years. I know what I'm talking about here. I reached rank 43 in Search and Destroy. And you have to be pretty good at Call of Duty to reach rank 43 in Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy is not like domination. Search and Destroy is a serious game mode which involves a lot of strategy. And I mainly got to that rank by playing with a party of 2 people, me and another friend of mine. That's it. But anyways, this is what I'm trying to say here. This is the point that I'm trying to make when it comes to Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, let's say that you aim towards a special attachment. You know, let's say that you want the extended mag attachment. You know, obviously you know that you need to get what, like 6 double kills. So what are you going to do? You are going to grind. You are going to play the game mode to get this attachment. Now, if this factor is taken out from the game, if you don't need to get double kills and you can just unlock it by, you know, just playing the game, you know, instantly, and, you know, just getting money and just buying the attachment from the game, well, guess what? Call of Duty really wouldn't be what it is, you know, today, you know, which it's mainly, you know, get a weapon and then go level up the weapon, you know, go get attachments for the weapons, and, you know, then you have like a pretty cool loadout. You know, like Call of Duty doesn't give you the loadout right off the bat. You need to create your own quote-unquote perfect loadout, and you do that by grinding on the game. You do that by leveling up. When you're trying to reach 10th prestige, you do that by grinding the game. You do that by playing it over and over and over again. Let me talk about another game, right? Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. It's a fighting game. You know, I actually love that game. I have a lot of fun with it. But here's the thing. In online, you can get like specific titles and specific cards, right? And, you know, by cards, I mean kind of like quote-unquote emblems. But in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, if you want a specific title, you know, let's say that you have to win 60 online matches. Well, guess what? You're going to fight in online matches over and over and over again, and you're going to try to win them to get that title. So let me conclude this video, all right? Because this is kind of, you know, being pretty lengthy. Is grinding in Destiny really, really bad? Okay, on some factors it's really bad, but mainly the entire overall game, it's not a waste of time. Why? Because that's how the game is just designed to be, and that's how other games are designed to be as well. For example, Call of Duty, you know, reaching 10th prestige and getting attachment for your weapons, that's also grinding, but, you know, just in a different way than Destiny is. Guys, what is the point that I'm trying to make here? Okay, let me just put it into just one freaking sentence, okay? Grinding in video games isn't really quote-unquote grinding. It's just playing the game. You know, you're just playing the game. But people just, you know, like to be angry people and just like to say, oh, it's too much of a grind or too much of a, you know, hard time. Well, let me tell you guys something. When I wanted to reach rank 43 in Search and Destroy, all I did was play Search and Destroy for 2 weeks straight, okay? Until I got to that rank. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to share it, make sure to subscribe to join the Sabahai Cartel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.